name is Kelly Dale, and this is your Must Know Monday for Monday, September the 14th. So a few weeks ago, a customer named Shannon and I were on the phone, and she said, Kelly, can you explain to me the different sizes of wire and how wire works as far as the gauges? I said, thank you so much. I was needing some ideas for Must Know Monday videos. So Shannon, this video is for you, and I hope that I teach you all about the different sizes of wire and gauges. All right, so wire. We sell the artistic wire. I like these spools because it seems to just do really good with the wire. The Artistic Wire Company is really great because their wire has a clear coating on it, so it doesn't turn when you wear it, and it doesn't turn. Wire comes in gauges. So this is an 18 gauge wire. It's a pretty thick wire. Then a 20 gauge wire, and it is a little bit thinner. Then a 22 gauge, even thinner. Down to a 24 gauge, which is even thinner. Even down to a 26 gauge, which is even thinner. So as you can see, the bigger the number, okay, so like this is a 26 gauge, 24, 22, 20, 18. The bigger the number, the smaller the wire gets. So an 18 gauge is pretty thick, 20 is a little smaller, 22 is smaller, and it gets down all the way into the 30s where the wire is very, very thin. 30 gauge is really, really great for wire crochet and things such as that nature. I use 20 gauge for most of my rings, between a 20 and a 22 gauge for all of my wire wrapped rings. 18 gauge is okay to use. The only thing with the 18 gauge, it can be a little bit thick when you're working with wire, or when you're working with some of the beads. So 18 is not the thickest. It comes in a 16 gauge, a 14 gauge. I even sell a 12 gauge. This is the aluminum wire, and it is very thick compared to your 18 gauge wire. So it is a very, very, very thick wire. The aluminum wire is really great. I love the aluminum wire because it's thick enough to where it holds its shape good, but it's still pliable where you can work with it. And the aluminum wire comes in all sorts of fun shapes and colors. We also carry twisted wire. This is a 20 gauge wire, so it is just like this wire here, except for when you look at it, it has a beautiful twisted texture to the wire. The only thing I will say about the artistic twisted wire, I found to me it's a little flimsy, and I don't use it as much, but I mean it's still a really cool wire. Most of these wires here can be used for pretty much any wire project that you have. You know, it's just very simple, easy to work with wire. Now, when you get more into wire wrapping stones and pendants, you will start to use wire that is square and that is half round. And what this means is exactly what it says. This half round wire, one side of it is flat, and the other side has a dome shape so that when you look at it one way, it looks similar to your round wire that you've already got. The other wire is the square wire. This is a 21 gauge wire, and this is exactly what it says. It's a wire, but it's in a square shape. These wires here are really great to use if you are wire wrapping a stone or any type of pendant. These would be what you would need. So basically, that's just a very quick primer on your wire about the different gauges. And like I said, remember, the bigger the number, the smaller the wire gets. So Shannon, I hope that you, as well as others, now know about the different wires and how they run from bigger to smaller, and how those gauges work. I didn't show you a wire project with the wire because I will be completely honest with you, I am not the greatest wire wrapper. Wire is not my favorite thing, but now I know some of you make some fabulous wire stuff. I just like my needle and thread. But So anyways, I hope you at least understand about the different gauges now and how they work. Be sure and come back Thursday for a wonderful new video. And I do want to let you know that our physical address store here in Forest City will be closed September 16th through the 20th for our big family vacation. Now, with that being said, please know that if you make a online order between the 16th through the 20th, your order will be shipped out on the 21st or the 22nd. But there will be a video on Thursday, so be sure to check it out and then come back next Monday for another Must Know Monday video. Hope you guys have a wonderful week.